Hi there everyone, back with another video, and in this video we will be learning a concept called as hosting in JavaScript, and it is also an important concept that you must know as a JavaScript developer because this concept will not be seen visually in the page over here, but this will be of course running in the back end of this page in this browser in the back end, and it will be done by a JavaScript interpreter. Before we get started, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and also hit that bell button so that you will be notified whenever I come up with a new video. So with that being said, let me begin with over here and explain you how hosting is done in JavaScript. So now what I'm gonna do here is I will declare a variable called as a and initialize it to 10, right? So now before declaring this variable, what I'm gonna do here is above this variable declaration, I will try to console it in the log, right? So just like this. So now what if I just try to print the value of a before even declaring it? Will it print 10 or will it print something else? So let me check in the browser. It's printing undefined, right? How did we end up with getting just undefined even though we have got a 10 over here assigned to the variable a over here? The thing is, it's the process of hosting is been done. So now what is hosting in JavaScript? The hosting is we will be not we, the JavaScript interpreter will take all of these variables and host in the top of the page, right? So it will add all of the variable declared no matter where it is declared. It can be in line number 10, it can be in line number 8, or it can be in the last line of the code. So no matter where you declare all the variables, it will be hosted at the top of the page. And again guys, there is a scope for that variables. I'm not talking about the scope, I'm talking about the global scope of the variables, just like this. So it is a global variable which will be accessed throughout the page over here. So I mean in this JavaScript file. So now this is the variable which will be added to the top of the page, and since the variable a is hosted now by the JavaScript interpreter, it will be undefined by default. No matter what value we give, only the variables will be hosted at the top, and so that we can use those variables anywhere in the program, not just in line number 5, anywhere in the program. So it will be hosted at the top, and now since it is hosted, we can use anywhere in the program. And guys, again, it won't host the values of the variable, just the variable itself. So since it is just hosting the variable itself, not the values, by default all the variables will be undefined, right? So hence we are getting what? Undefined. So now what I'm going to do here is, so if I just change the value of a to 20, so now what will be the output? Of course now it becomes 20, because the value, not just the value, it's a variable a will be hosted at the top, and we are reassigning the value from undefined to 20, and hence we are getting in the line number 7 as the value of the variable a as 20. And of course now if I just check the value of a after line number 9, which is the declaration of a variable, if I just check the output of this, it will become 10, right? So first it will be 20, and then we are again reassigning the value to 10, and then hence we got 10 over here, right? So this is the process of hosting, right? No matter where you declare the variable, no matter what value you assign to that variable, all the variable will be hosted and kept in the top of the page so that you can access them. And guys, again, it will be undefined for the first time, so you can change the value anytime in the program. So not just, again guys, the hosting is not just with respect to variables. So now what I'm going to do here is I'll just comment it out, and then it also works on the hosting process is also gonna work on function. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'll just quickly declare a function just like this, and I'll just say fun, and over here in the body of the function I'll just have a console symbol logic over here, and then say inside of a function. So this is the code which I have in the function declaration. It is not a function expression, so this is a function declaration. I have declared a function now over here, and now what if I just call the function name after declaration? So what will be the output? of course now it will print inside of the function. It is so simple. But now what if I just remove the function call over here and try to call the function before even it is declared, right? So I'm just calling the function which is not declared above, but it is declared below. What will be the output now? What do you think? So again the file will be, yeah, the result will be same. The reason is because since this is a function declaration, just like a variable declaration which we did in a moment ago, so this is a function declaration. Again, the JavaScript interpreter will hoist this function and keep that in the top of the page, right? So it will just add this function at the top of the page, and then we can make use of that anywhere in the program, right? So since it is hosted already and kept in the top of the page, we can call that function. We are not getting any error like function not found, even though it is not defined or declared above before calling a function, right? So the bottom line here is we can declare a variable and declare a function anywhere in the program and access them anywhere, right? So this is what the hosting of the variables and the function will be done by the JavaScript interpreter at the back end. We don't see anything over here, but we can analyze that over here by this logic over here, right? So we can access a function before declaring it. This is the craziest part. And we can also access a variable even though before declaring it, but of course it should be declared afterwards again, guys. So now I'll just comment it out. So now what if I do something like this? So I'm not gonna declare a variable over here, right? And I will also not assign anything. So now what will be the output? Of course, guys, it will be an error, right? So it is not defined. You need to, of course, should and must declare a variable and access them over anywhere over of the file, right? So it is now declared here, but it is hosted, and since it is hosted, the value is not being hosted, so we are getting as undefined, and after we are changing to 10 and we are getting the 10. That's it. So first you need to, of course, declare a variable and play around with that anywhere in the program. So yes, guys, this is all about the hosting concept that we do have in JavaScript, and it is related to function declaration and the variable declaration, right? So practice it and get well versed with this, and that's it. See you in the next video.